Hi everybody, well, going live today for something a little bit different, and it'll be interesting just to see if we get anybody. And the weather here's just been rather too hot to sort of do much, so well, at the moment it's a little bit cooler, but 72 degrees or 82 now. Well, it's not brilliant, but anyways, well, I thought it was getting hotter. Excuse me. So yeah, it was 72 when we woke up. Excuse me. This weather, it sort of really gets to me, I'm afraid. But anyways, who do we have here with us now? And I probably won't be here that long. But more just to wish everybody a happy New Year's Day. Well, that's what it is for most of you, my viewers. Today here it's the 2nd, and Sunday morning, just coming up to 11 a.m. So yeah, just here, and we'll see who's going to come on and who's going to say hello. So beyond prepping, hi there. Well, New Year's Eve. No, not really. Yeah, I won't say what it is on here, what it was, but yeah, it wasn't, well, let's just say it wasn't brilliant. Oh, hi there, Troy. Great to see you. Great to see you. But yeah, pretty much the usual here. You know, pretty frustrating, really. The way, you know, things are here and the economic situation here and everything, but, you know, there's not a lot I can do about that, I'm afraid. And I will remind everybody who's new here, please do check out the links down below in the description. There's a donation link in the description if anybody would like to donate to me, and that one sort of goes straight to my PayPal, you know, a bit different to a super chat, which that only sort of comes once a month, and that sort of, you know, if you do get over the YouTube threshold. Also a link to a wish list on Amazon. Not that I really think much will come out of that. Also a link to my merchandise store, which is situated on Teespring. And of course, if somebody could buy something there, that would be much appreciated. And a GoFundMe link, which, well, to tell you the truth, I'm not expecting too much there either. But anyways, never mind. Who do we have here at the moment? And yeah, I'd love to hear everybody's stories and what you've got up to over New Year and how you spent Christmas and all of that. And basically, that's the reason why we're here today, just to hear a few stories and hopefully something a bit interesting. And please don't forget to smash the thumbs up, as that helps my channel out, and hopefully YouTube will recommend things out a lot more. So don't forget to do that, please. That really helps. And just waiting to see who's going to come on here. Oh yes, thank you, Beyond Prepping. Well, yeah, my biggest dream is just to get out of here. You know, to live in a much, much, much better country. Well, I dream to move to the States. Oh, East Grand Woodsman. Hi there, Tom. I've got a cup of coffee out here, but it's nearly too hot for coffee. 82 degrees here at the moment. And yeah, I'm not a huge fan of summertime, and especially summertime here. But anyways, never mind. And I'll remind everybody, please do smash that thumbs up. And I'm going to make a cooking video sometime in the next day or so. But it's sort of pretty hard when it's so hot to make a cooking video. So, you know, hopefully things cool down a bit and I can sort of get one done and get one up. But, you know, I guess it'll be what it will be. I don't know if Hope's going to come on or not today. New Year's Eve, she got some very bad news that her sister passed away, so you know, she may not be on. And of course, you know, just everybody, if you could just remember Jocelyn, Hope for Life Walker in this very difficult time, that would be much appreciated. Oh, keep on Gail, hi there, great to see you. And Cardia Reeves, great to see you. Oh yes, thank you. Oh, I appreciate that, I really do. And yeah, I don't usually go on a Saturday night for you or a Sunday morning for me, and a little bit later than what I usually do. I wonder if this is a better time than going on so early too. But you know, with lives, it's very hard to say because so many people are going live these days, and it's very, very hard to say, you know, what's the best. Oh. But anyways, never mind. We might just have a bit of a look at the creek, because I know everybody likes to look at the surroundings, so we might just have a look at that and see what there is to see. And I was just saying, I've really got to do a cooking video sometime, but I don't know when that's going to happen because the weather's rather yucky and hot. Hope that helps. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll just see what this thing is always crazy. Oh, Troy! Oh, thank you. Thank you, Troy. Yeah, that does really. Thank you. That's so appreciated. Wow. And yeah, that really does help, Troy. I'm sort of blown away by that. Thank you. Yeah, I just checked my email, and yeah, you know, when you said, oh, I hope that helps, I wonder what you were talking about. So I just sort of seen to see if there's any alerts, and yeah, there was an email alert. Wow. Yeah, thank you. But you know, for me, I'd love to live somewhere in, you know, the northern states where there's, you know, 4 real seasons and snow, and sort of the older I get, the harder it sort of gets to deal with, you know, the hot sun and the warmer temperatures in summer, and oh god, and slathered sunscreen on, and you know, CC cream and all that, just in the hope that I don't get sunburnt. And at least there's a few trees here up above me that gives me a bit of shade, because you know, sunburn can be a bit of an issue, and especially down here with how intense and strong the sun is. And this country's sort of got like one of the highest rates of skin cancer in the world, so we've really got to be careful of the sun here. Yeah, Troy, I'm really blown away. I did go live over New Year's Eve here, and over the time when New Year sort of rolled in, and that was a StreamYard, but I had absolutely nobody come up want to join me on the panel, so whether I'll do another StreamYard in a real hurry, I don't know, because you've only got limited hours, and it's sort of, unless I get a tablet, it's very, very difficult to set up from a phone, so I sort of have to do it from the computer, which means that I'm sort of tied to where there's, you know, an electric outlet. And the computer's old and slow and full of errors, so it's sort of not very likely. I should try Twitch, just joined. Yeah, I don't really know how Twitch works. I do, I think it's a video producer thing, but I'm not even on what you call it, TikTok. Sort of the only ones I have other than YouTube are Odyssey, which just sort of pretty much just repeats everything that's on YouTube, and I have Rumble, which if I got something a bit more controversial, I can put up on Rumble from time to time. So yeah, if we've got any mods, don't be shy on knocking out the spam bots, blocking them, or the trolls. I forgot to make this subscriber only, so there might be a few of those. Oh yes, beyond prepping. Well, maybe I should try something. Well, I should watch something on Twitch and just see what it's about and how it sort of works, I guess. Oh yes, Tom, East Grand Woodsman. Yes, you're in winter now, and you'll be ice fishing, I guess. Yeah, well, that sounds quite nice, Tom, sitting by the wood stove having a cup of coffee. Well, I sat at home. The only thing I did was go live because I was at home alone, sort of thing, so I just went live. Yeah, beyond prepping, if you could send me a message, I don't know if you have me on Instagram or Facebook or something like that, or there might even be an email address here in my how-to or description, or just drop in the comments later beyond prepping for this live stream. Yeah, I see there's a couple of these interesting accounts, so yeah, any of you in blue, if you see them, feel free to block them from the channel. Hugo Homestead, hi there, great to see you, thanks so much for coming by. And yeah, we're just on 10 past 11 a.m. here. I see there was a couple of these interesting ones that I've got rid of, but my Instagram, Arielle-Viking.official. I'll write it out here. That might be the easiest. I don't have my glasses, so makes it a bit hard. But anyways, never mind. So if I have a spelling mistake, please do bear with me on that. So we have here Arielle-Viking official. I'll just put that on. Yeah, I changed it on Instagram. So yeah, that one, I'll just drop the text for what that is in Instagram. Oh yes, beyond prepping, you're trying to learn. Yeah, everything we do, it's a learning process, isn't it? Oh. hay fever and whatnot, and musty room where the roof leaked that time and all of that. Anyways, we'll have a bit of a flip around and a look at the creek and everything in the background. And we'll have a bit of a look around and see what we can see. And I better plug this thing in too. It does sort of chew into the juice a fair bit if I'm live streaming, so I better plug this in, and we'll go and flip the cameras around and have a bit of a look. Because I know everybody likes to look at the background here, so we'll see if there's anything around here, you know, wildlife. Oh, sapphire, diamonds, pearls. Oh, great to see you. Thanks for coming on. I've only just come on, not that long, so it's all good, all good. And I know alerts can be pretty hit and miss these days, so you know, maybe you're lucky you saw the alert, I guess. Yeah, everybody likes the background, so it's sort of good to flip the thing around. We'll just have a look. Looking here down in the water, I don't see any fish here today. And it's probably about half tide by the look of it. I think it's about 6 inches down below the normal high water mark. I should share this out on my community tab, and I sort of didn't think to do it. So if anybody else shares this out on their community tab, that's really, really much appreciated. Yeah, I can't see any here at the moment. A couple of times we've caught some pufferfish in the screen, you know, in the water, and got them on screen, and some baby fish, but there's nothing down here today by the look of it. And yeah, one of these days, if YouTube's kind to me, I'll get some fishing gear, and we'll see what we can catch here. And it would also be a great subject for a video. And especially, you know, when it's too hot to do any cooking or anything like that. I've got some steak I've got to cook up and some ramen. I was just wondering if I'd, you know, make a drunken noodle or something with the ramen. Oh yes, if I had the money to do that. Oh well, there's a fish out in the water. I don't know if we can get him. Oh, he's gone. Oh. If it sits still somewhere, he was about in the middle of the stream, and he definitely wasn't a pufferfish. I don't know what he was. It would have been good if I could have got him on the camera. I need one of those GoPros that I could put into the water and we could really have a look. These devices that I film with, you know, I'm using phones. They do claim to be waterproof, but I'm not really game to find out. Whereas, you know, you get a GoPro, or I'd like actually the DJI version. I'd really love. You know, they have waterproof cases for them, and some of them are even waterproof without the cases. So, you know, it'd be really great to be able to drop a camera in the water and just to see what was really swimming around. You don't always see it from the surface, of course. But, you know, that's all on my Amazon wish list. And, yeah, it's a wish list because it'll probably never come true. I should have dropped Jocelyn a message just saying that I'm live, although I don't know if she really feels like coming on. I sort of thought, well, I set up out here about, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes before I sort of had it set to go live. You know, it was getting warmer and warmer. I thought, oh, I might as well go out here and get live on YouTube because I'm not sort of doing anything else. And You know, I don't really want it to be searingly hot by the time I get out. I don't know of anybody swimming in this creek, to tell you the truth. The water's it's rather brackish. On the other side here is a walking trail, and then 400 yards back is the beach. Or it's part of Port Phillip Bay, which is the big bay where Melbourne is situated. And I'm in the far southeastern suburbs of Melbourne, right on Port Phillip Bay, right on the beach, 400 yards from the beach. And basically the level of this creek is sea level. It empties out in the sea, probably, I think it's about 2 miles further along past that bridge in the distance. And just here it runs parallel to the beach. So I don't know of anybody swimming here. I do see the odd canoe and the odd kayak going up and down here, and maybe the odd sort of small dinghy boat, but I've never seen anybody swim in the creek. Well, it's probably a lot nicer to go out and swim in the sea than in the creek. The bottom of the water's all fairly muddy and all of that. And there's a lot of weed here too in the water at the moment. So I've never seen anybody swim here, and there's a fair bit of litter, you know, and trash on the bottom of the creek. You know, it just washes in, and other people, you know how people are around cities, there's always some dirty people that just you know, drop their trash everywhere and don't really care. Oh, there's some fish here. Don't know if they're not showing up, I'm afraid, but I don't know what type of fish they were, whether they were mullet or something, I don't know. But they swam through so quickly. I don't know if you saw them in the screen or not. I sort of pointed it at them, but I don't know if they showed up. But looks like there's a fair few fish coming through here. They're probably about 6 to 8 inches long, I think, at a guess. The way the sun's shining here, though, I don't think they're going to show up, I'm afraid. Which is a pity, because it would be nice if we could get them on screen. I'm just looking here, seeing if any more are going to swim through here. Doesn't look like it now, unfortunately, but it would be really nice if they did show, you know, if I could get them to show up on screen, but doesn't look like it will. Definitely I do need, you know, a GoPro or something very similar to put into the water to get them on screen, but it would be really, really, really brilliant if we could get them. A seagull here. Yeah, there's always plenty of those things around. I'm not a big fan of that bird. They're very, very aggressive here, and there's absolutely crowds of them around. And I know the big trouble is that people have fed them, and it's sort of, people feeding them sort of has made them breed and numbers explode, and made them very aggressive for, you know, trying to get food out of people's hands and whatnot. So, you know, it's a bit of an issue there, the seagulls around this city. And I did see a joke once, why do seagulls have wings? And that's to beat the rats to the rubbish dump. So, and I think that's sort of pretty true. Oh, David, great to see you, and thanks for coming on. We're going to go back down to where we were sitting, and I'll see if I've missed any more messages, because I'm sure I have. Very sure I have. And of course, once again, a big thank you there, Troy, for that. And if anybody sees that link down below for the GoFundMe, please do feel free to share that out. You know, that would be much appreciated. But I'll sit this down and we'll see what we've missed. And oh good, there's no ants in my coffee. The other day I sat down here, I had ants getting in my coffee, and I had to sort of spray everything here, and hopefully the spray's still working on the log and it's keeping the ants away, because I'm pretty low on coffee anyway, so I don't want all the ants getting to it. Yeah, most welcome, and much thanks to you there, Troy. I really appreciate it. And of course, you know, things are absolutely crazy. Oh yes, I definitely don't want ants in my pants. Yeah, well, when I was down here the other day, when the ants were coming on this stump, I did spray the seat as well. So, yeah, I definitely don't want ants in my knickers, yeah. So I did spray the seat, so, you know, that the ants wouldn't get there and crawl there as well. That's one thing this place seems to have a lot of, is ants, flies, mosquitoes, and other sorts of bugs. And as you all know, summertime, late spring, summertime and fall, we're looking there bug season. So you know, it's always quite a trial those seasons of the year when all the bugs come along. So, you know, hopefully I've knocked them out for a while. And I know one day I did a live sitting over there where I'm pointing. Yeah, skeeters are greedy, yes, too greedy. And yeah, they could go and bite something else instead of biting me. But yeah, I sat up over there next to that old canoe, and oh, I nearly got eaten alive. You know, it's a bit closer to the water and in the shade, and it was just was Skeeter City under there. It was just absolutely full of skeeters, and I was just you know, hitting myself everywhere just trying to get these skeeters. A special meal? No, I just ate ramen. Nothing special. Well, you know, the economic here. I did cook a turducken. Well, they called it a turducken, but it wasn't really. It wasn't bad, but I don't think. I bought it on sale. I bought it on the 27th of December, and it had to be used by the 27th. I bought it at the morning of the 27th. So as soon as I got it home from the shop, sort of on the, you know, the morning of the 27th, I straight away put it into the freezer. And I cooked that up New Year's Eve. And I was actually quite disappointed with it. The original price for it was near $50, and I bought it for $9, you know, reduced in price, you know, as soon as Christmas is done, who wants to buy it, sort of thing. But you know, instead of being like your usual turducken that should be, you know, a turkey stuffed with a duck and then stuffed with a chicken, it was basically a chicken, and it had then inside it turkey breast and some duck leg stuffed inside it with some seasoning. So, you know, I thought it'd be like the real turducken. Of course, by the size of it, I should have known it was only 4 pounds in weight. So I should have known by the size of it that it wouldn't be, but it was a bit disappointing, and I'm glad that I did buy it on sale. I would have been absolutely livid if I, you know, paid near $50 for that. Yeah, I like duck, and I don't have it that often, so you've got to cook duck properly, of course, render the fat out of it, and if you do that, it's absolutely delicious. I like lamb, but I'm sort of, you know, I'm sort of in the middle with lamb, actually. And I'm pretty fussy on what lamb I have, because a lot of it does have a very sort of strong smell and flavour. So if you don't sort of get good lamb, or it can be just too over the top. Oh, Roundup Rodeo. Hi there, Todd. Great to see you. So, you know, lamb, I'll buy it if it's cheap. And then, you know, a lamb leg roast is quite good. You know, I do season it up and everything though as well. I don't mind lamb chops, especially if you marinate them for a day before you cook them. But they're very expensive here, so I don't sort of, unless it's really on special. You know, I'll get like lamb chops and I'll marinate them in like a mixture of oyster sauce. I don't know if you know the Chinese oyster sauce, and ketchup manis, which is a sweet Indonesian soy sauce. And ketchup manis, it's not salty, but it's very sweet and it's fairly thick. Very black, of course, in colour. You know, different to what the light soy sauce is. It's the same colour as what the dark soy sauce is. And if you mix like ketchup manis and the oyster sauce together, you know, one part of each together, and then you marinate your lamb chops or lamb ribs or what have you in that for 24 hours. You know, have them in the fridge before you cook them. That's really, 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 you know, quite delicious to do it like that. And that does cut the very strong smell and flavour that lamb often has. So just seeing here, David May. Yeah, roast beef, turkey steak, lobster, clam, shrimp, scallops, cod. Yes, they're all quite good. Yes, raw oysters. If they're a really good fresh oyster, they've got to be very, very fresh and very, very high quality to eat them raw. But you know, I like them raw, like with a Thai salad and a Thai dressing. And you know, the Thai dressing will be like a mixture of lime juice, fish sauce, sugar, and chili. You know, just all bound, you know, bound down together, crushed down together, and you know, you sort of adjust it that it's to your own liking of sweet, sour, salty, umami, and all of that. and I find that goes very good with fresh oysters. You know, some of that poured over the top of them, and you know, then a green mango salad or something like that with it. Go outdoors. Thank you so much, and great to see you here. I really appreciate you watching, and I've got to watch some more of your boat build as well, or boat renovation videos. But yeah, if it wasn't so hot, I'd be saying a roast sounds pretty good too. Actually, I need a good barbecue, and I'd you know, if I could, I'd be out here smoking something or roasting something. Oh, and of course, if I had something to put into the barbecue as well, I'd be doing that. You know, if I got some ribs or a brisket or something, it would be just brilliant. Mangoes are in season here. I like them, but they're overrated. They're very, very expensive for what they are, David. You know, you know, sometimes you can buy them cheap for like $1 each. But, you know, they have such a big seed in the center of them, and you lose so much with the skin of them that you don't really get that much out of them. Green mangoes I never see here unless I go to Chinatown to get them, and they're very expensive here in this country as well, but they do make a wonderful salad. You know, like the green papaya salad, if you've ever had like the green papaya salad, which, you know, that's unripe papayas, you know, shredded up. Oh yes, pulling the Barbie out in the winter is such a super treat for me. Well, you know, if I could, I'd nearly grill and barbecue things year round. And especially, you know, like if I lived somewhere that had like a good, you know, waterproof porch or something, where I could set a barbecue up. And of course, you know, if I live somewhere cold, snowproof of course, because, you know, steak on your barbecue is just, you know, compared to just cooking it in a pan, it's always so much better on a barbecue. So it's sort of something I'd do year round if I could. Oh yeah, that sounds really interesting, David. Yeah, they used to scrape snails off the beach and boil them there in the salt water, yeah. Actually, if I was somewhere that had crawfish, if you can get those, I know they do have similar here, but I don't know where to get them here, where to catch them here. But if you can get those, and then you get seawater and you cook them in seawater, they're just absolutely brilliant. And, you know, lobster as well. If you can get some lobster and some seawater and you boil them up in seawater, they're brilliant boiled up in seawater. Oh yes, very mild here, rain today. So what temperature where you are today, David? Outdoors with Big Matt. Hi there, great to see you. Oh yes, the Barbie in the winter is as close as I can get you. I can understand that. Oh yes, fresh mackerel and smelts are good too. Yeah, I've only ever heard of smelt. I've never tried them. Mackerel I've had a couple of times. Last time was in Thailand. I never see mackerel or, you know, fresh mackerel here. Probably if you got to the fish market, you'd find it, but it would be expensive because it's an import. So, you know, really, really great. If any of the mods are here, anyone in blue, if you see these spam bots, feel free to just hammer them. You know, where you've got a wrench, feel free to hammer them. I forgot to set this to subscriber only. Oh yes, got up to 77. We usually have a bad winter here in Florida. Both weeks of it. Yeah, I know. Hope said it's very, very short what winter you have. Halibut. I've heard of halibut, but I've never had it. I've heard it's really good, and you know, I hear of some of the other fish you have, like walleye. I love catfish, but I never see it here. I used to have it quite often in Thailand. And in Thailand, they would marinate it in something, the whole catfish, and then they'd cook it over coals. And it was absolutely brilliant. Current temperature here, we're looking at 81. Yeah, what fish have I heard that I really want to try? Walleye. I know Tom or somebody talks about stripies. They're supposed to be really good. Yeah, oh, the halibut joke. Yeah, yeah, you've gone over the top of my head there with that one, David. I don't know if you can explain on here or not, whether the joke sort of, you know, can be explained in a family-friendly way. But yeah, current temperature here, 81 degrees. Yesterday was just under 100, and New Year's Eve was 101 or 102 degrees Fahrenheit or something. So I've pretty much just been in hibernation mode the last couple of days. You know, the weather and that, it's just been far too hot for me. And even now, you know, the low 80s I can sort of tolerate, but once it sort of gets over the mid 80s, I sort of start to melt and feel like hibernating. I don't sort of do well with hot sun and hot weather. So you know how that is. Gail, great to see you're still here, Gail. Oh yes, David. You lobster, but I flounder. Yeah. All good there. Just catching up with what everybody's had to say here, and I'm going to have to get myself another cup of coffee in a minute too. Being a Sunday morning, I definitely do need my coffee. I haven't been to church for years, but I do watch a lot of, you know, channels. And actually the churches here, they're not sort of letting everybody in these days, so, you know. Which, you know, it's really got me shaking my head. You know, they're mandating something that I don't think they should be. And I actually saw an editorial written by a couple of the leaders of some of the mainstream churches here, saying how this thing that everybody is pushing here is such a gift, and that sort of turned me right off, because, you know, I sort of have a different view on what it really is, but we won't speak of that. Thank you, David. Thank you. Take care and have a great day. Yeah, I definitely go. I'm definitely needing more coffee. I'm getting low on coffee too, so you know, if the YouTube donation link down below was really kind to me, I'd get some more coffee. I missed out on YouTube this month or in December. It just didn't get to the threshold, so and I was sort of counting on it this month. Oh, you know, December, you know, with Christmas and all that, but yeah, it sort of didn't happen, so it sort of made things pretty tight. Roundup Rodeo still here. Great to see you're still here, Todd. So yeah, I'll remind everybody of the links down below. There's a link to a GoFundMe. And once again, a huge big thank you to TA Florida, Troy Allen. Thank you so much, Troy. I really appreciate that. Also a link to my merchandise store if anybody would like to buy some merchandise and help my channel out by advertising my channel in that way, wearing my merchandise, that would be much appreciated. And of course, always a big thank you to Whiskey and Sunshine, who bought a sticker, and a big thank you also to Real Life with Michelle and Rob. Michelle bought a t-shirt. That's really very appreciated. Happy New Year's, Ariella. I've got to get this up to see who this is from. Unpaved Explorer. Oh, John Coffey, great to see you. Thanks so much for coming by. And I've got a couple of your videos up on my watch later list. They've run through a couple of times, but I've got to open them on a phone so that I can comment, because I watch everything on my large screen TV, and of course I can drop a thumbs up while I'm watching, but with the TV and the remote control, but to put a comment is near impossible. Just saying what else I've missed here. Yeah, just talking about the links down below. I have an Amazon wish list, although it is just a wish list. I really can't see anything coming of that. And also a donation link, which, you know, that one works instantly into PayPal instead of, you know, the super chat. So, you know, it's a bit different. But anyways, never mind about that. We're going to have another look at the creek, and then I'm going to have to run up and get myself another cup of coffee. I'm definitely needing the coffee, so we'll pick this up and we'll have a bit of a flip around. And I wonder if starting my live this time is better than starting when I'd start early. You know, I want to try and get some of my English viewers on, but of course, you know, if I start early I can get them. But starting this time, they're likely to be in bed. But you know, starting this time, I seem to be catching more of you at this time. So you know, when we're talking about, you know, about 6 p.m. Central Time, which is 11 a.m. my time, probably does seem to be catching a few more people online. You know, instead of starting up, you know, at about 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. Central Time, you know, it does seem to catch a few more. So we'll have a bit of a flip around and have a bit of a look at the background, because I know everybody likes to see the creek and whether we can catch some fish swimming around. which would be really, really brilliant if we could see some fish swimming around and get some of them in the screen. But there was a couple earlier and they've just sort of gone so quick, and the way the sun's shining, unless you have a polarizing lens or you've got a GoPro that you can put it into the water, you're sort of probably not going to be able to see them on screen. But anyway, we'll have a bit of a flip around and we'll see what we see out there. Oh, this sun's getting rather bright out here, so I don't know how much longer I'll run my live out here, or, you know, if I run it too long, I'll get burnt to a crisp with the sunburn. Oh, we've got another fish swimming around here, and I don't think I can pinpoint him here. With the way the sun's shining on the water, unfortunately I don't think I can pinpoint him. But I'm definitely going to have to get some fishing gear if YouTube's kind, because, you know, a bit of a catch and a cook would be quite some good content for something a bit different. Oh, there's another one here. Yeah, I'm pointing at him, but I don't think he's showing up. There's quite a few down here today. I'll have to get some dry cat kibble or something and throw that out around here, I think, just to keep attracting some around. I don't know what type of fish he is either. I'd love to be able to get him up into the screen. I'm pointing at him, but he's not showing up here. You know, the sun shining on the water sort of makes it a bit impossible. I'm not sure what type of fish he is either. I wish I had some fishermen and fisher people here that could tell me what they are. There's quite a crowd of them over around here, so definitely interesting. I wonder if I set my old camera phone in the water, and I hope it doesn't sort of kill it, is the only thing. And we could sort of see if we could get them on screen. It'd be some great content. I badly do need a GoPro or something like that to do this. But, you know, if I had, you know, an ASMR sort of video of these fish just swimming around, it certainly would give some great content. Oh, there's one here nearly, I don't know, 8 or 10 inches long by the look of it down there, and there's quite a heap of them. Oh, I wish I had something I could film them with. You know, I'm pointing the camera at them, but I don't think they're showing up with the way the sun is reflecting everywhere. There's some little stripy baby fish swimming across the top of the water. I don't know if they showed up or not. They can see me, and every time I move, those bigger fish down the bottom sort of scoot off. Oh, I've got to get something. I need something that I could film them. There's probably, and where my camera's pointing, but I don't think they're showing up. There's probably like about 20 of them down there that I can see. Oh, it'd be brilliant if I could have got them on camera that they're really showing up. Anyways, we'll flip this camera back around and we'll go back to where we were sitting and we'll see who's come on. Yeah, they weren't catfish though. These are scaled fish that I can see. So, you know, different to catfish, you know, that sort of have a skin on them, but they look pretty cool. Just pointing at them again. But yeah, I'd love to have some fishing gear to catch one or two of them and we could see what they were really. Or to have a GoPro or something like that that I could get in and place into the water that you could have a good look at them. I wonder if I could submerge my old device, but I might just wreck it. That's what I'm worried about. You know, it says that it's waterproof, but who knows? And of course, if I set the device in a Ziploc baggie, it may sort of cloud the camera a little bit. I don't know. Anyways, we'll flip this camera back and we'll go and have a look, and then I'm going to have to go and make myself a cup of coffee again. I'm definitely needing a coffee recharge. Oh, I wish I had the gear. I wish I had the gear to photograph him or film him. Those fish are so cool. Anyways, we'll flip around and we'll go back and see what messages I've missed, and I'll go and make myself a cup of coffee. Yeah, I wish I had the equipment that I could really film them. Get this set up again, and hopefully we're not you know, in a crazy spot on the frame. And I might even run up and make myself another cup of coffee. But yeah, it is really, really hard to tell. Oh, this other device is getting hot out here. The sun's shining here, so I'll have to cover it and hopefully it can cool down a little bit, or I'll blow it up. But I'll just go and refill this cup of coffee, and I'll be back down here, and hopefully everybody's got some interesting stories to share. Okay, so down here with another cup of coffee, and we'll see who's come on. Oh, that coffee's hot, but I should make some more ice and make some iced coffee, but anyways, maybe later. I sort of needed the caffeine boost and didn't have the time to mess around breaking ice up. Well, it's nice to hear the birds starting to sing here. You know, the birds, not all the construction sounds and traffic sounds, but the sounds of the birds and nature, instead of hearing neighbours and construction sounds and traffic noises, sort of helps keep us all sane. And of course, you know, my big dream to live somewhere well away from neighbours and urban sounds would be really, really lovely. So yeah, thanks for coming by here, my scrapping mama. Great to see you. David, take care. Who else do we have here? I should drop a message to Jocelyn, I forgot to. Hello and Happy New Year. Thank you. We'll bring that up and just see who did message me. It is hard to see on the other screen. But anyways, never mind about that. I will get this message to and I've got to then get this up on screen and just say who I've forgotten. Hopefully I haven't missed too many. But I hope that I can catch up with you all. It'd be great if I could have somebody who could run some links as well of everybody who's here. And of course, everybody in blue, you can run your own links as well. You know, please do feel free. Or, you know, shout out some friends. You're most welcome. Yeah, thank you, my scrapping mama. James, thank you, James Bell. Thank you so much, James. And did I see a video pop up of yours recently or not that I'll put into my watch later list? Somebody had a drone video up anyway in the last day or two. Whoever it is, I've put it in my watch later list and I'll be watching later. Thank you, James. Thank you for running your link, and I'll just show you James's banner. Don't know if it's really going to show up here with the way the light is shining. But everybody here, please do check out James's channel and smash that little bell and choose all alerts. And watch his videos in full and give him plenty of thumbs up and nice comments and help his channel to grow. And that would be much appreciated. And of course, anybody else who'd like to share your own channels or that of friends, you're most welcome. most welcome to do that. Just seeing if I've missed anything else. It is quite easy to miss messages, and oh, I've got a couple of skeeters coming down here. Oh yes, oh congratulations on getting a job. Christmas was very quiet. Well, I actually, I went live all day, Christmas Day actually. I didn't sort of have anything else to do. So went live, made a sandwich for Christmas Day lunch and cooked ramen for Christmas Day supper. And then went live again over New Year's Eve. So yeah, you know, it's not like I've got any family and I don't have any friends here, so sitting alone, I might as well just run live streams on YouTube. So, you know, Santa Claus, a tip to you, my friend Santa Claus, next year I've got venison on the menu. So you better look out, Santa. I don't get anything from Santa Claus, so that's why I'm sort of saying that. You know, I'll get something from you, Santa. It'll be Rudolph or Dancer, Prancer or whoever. Will be on a grill somewhere. Who else do we have here? And in a little bit we'll go and have another look at the creek. We did see some fish in that. I think a few of you did see them in screen. You know, pretty hard to get them to come up in screen. With the way the light's shining on the top of the water and all that, but there's a few fish swimming around, and I might even find out if this other device here is waterproof, and I'll set it up in the water because I'm wanting to get some underwater shots of all of those. You know, if I had a GoPro or something, it would be brilliant, but I sort of haven't got one at the moment. I do have an Amazon Wishlist, and I've got the DJI version on the Wishlist, but you know, it's an Amazon Wishlist only, so you know, I'm not really expecting anything to come my way off that wish list, to tell you the truth. A wish list or a what list, or you know, all sorts of things that you know, would be a benefit to my YouTube channel on there. I will also remind everybody of the links down below. I do have a donation link if anybody would like to donate to my channel. You know, the donation link in the description. You know, that's directly to my PayPal. I've also got a link to my merchandise store. If anybody would like to buy something off my merchandise store, that of course is much appreciated. And we have Real Life with Michelle and Rob. Michelle did buy a t-shirt off my merchandise store, much appreciated. And Whiskey and Sunshine bought a sticker off my merchandise store, much appreciated as well. One of these days, if I'm a bit more financial, I'll actually get a few stickers out to a few people, but the way the economic situation is here at the moment, unfortunately I can't sort of do it, but otherwise I'd love to be able to get a few stickers out to a few different channels. I'm definitely needing this coffee down here. We'll have a bit of a look at the creek again. We'll just see if there's anything swimming around. Hopefully there's something swimming around. It would be really brilliant if we can see something. I could set something up in the water. I don't know if I could do something with the Ziploc baggie, but then it sort of cuts your film out a bit too, you know. Don't know, thinking. How to film underwater with these devices that I've got. These devices do claim themselves to be waterproof, but I think only in fresh water. And you know, up to about 3 foot depth for 30 minutes. So I don't know, I'd have to get some sort of a cover, waterproof cover, I think. Although it would be really brilliant if I could get something. Oh yes, my Scrap and Mama love hearing the birds in the background. Yeah, the bird sounds here in the background is one of the things that keeps everybody safe around here. The way things have been, the wildlife sounds and the bird sounds, and seeing the birds is really much welcome. I'll just cover that device up. The sun's not shining on it directly because it's getting rather hot. You know, just with the sun shining on it a little bit. So I might cover that for a minute because I don't want to overheat a device. And then we'll flip the cameras around and we'll have another look down there and just see if there's any fish or anything swimming around or anything interesting. Just to show everybody, because I know everybody loves to see wildlife and hear wildlife and that sort of thing. Well, I love to see and hear them as well. So we'll have a flip around, we'll go back down to the creek and just see what we can see. Oh, I've got hay fever and other allergies and whatnot. So flipping the camera around, it's very bright sunshine here, so it's sort of you know, washing the camera out a little bit. I should have a look at the temperature. It was 82 earlier. It's probably got up hotter than that now. I'm sort of starting to feel quite hot out here. And yeah, maybe the sun sort of got a bit bright and... Oh no, there's still fish here. They're up near this wall. I think they're sort of sitting in the shade a little bit too, if they can. I don't know if you can see them. Of course they can see me, so as soon as I move, they're off. But it'd be great if they're showing up. And you know, they're probably, a lot of them are probably about 6, 8, 10 inches. Although, you know, them in the water, it's very hard to tell, but it's really cool to see them swimming around here. Yeah, I don't think much of it when it gets over mid-80s, James. 85 degrees is just on 30 degrees Celsius for those of you who use metric, and once it gets to that, I start to get hot and bothered and melt. Although oftentimes if it's lower than that, then it's you know, 75 up and humid, it can get sort of quite hard to take as well. Don't know, can you see those fish? Well, me, I'd take the cold over the warm any time. Because you can always put more clothes on, but there's you know, there's a limit to what you can take off. So, you know, personally, I would take the cold any day. Can you see those fish? Oh, awesome. It doesn't usually get that cold where you are, James. I'm trying to think where you are. I know a few of my viewers in Vancouver Island say that it doesn't usually get very cold. You know, usually it doesn't sort of get much below low 30s in the Fahrenheit, or low single figures, or zero in the metric system. But me, I love the snow, and I haven't seen it for years and years and years. And it's something I really, really, really miss. And I find if I have, you know, like a cold room at night and warm blankets, I sleep much, much better than in a warm room with virtually no blankets, if you know what I mean. You know, it's been like 70 or 80 degrees here at night often, and it's just been too hot for me to sleep. Even, you know, with blankets thrown off and maybe just a sheet covering, it's just, you know, not very good for sleeping at all, I've found. Oh, I missed that. I'll see that when I go back to the other device. I think you said you missed the snow for about 10 minutes. But wow, all these fish down here. I'm going to have to get something here, you know, some dried cat kibble or something, and just throw it down here every so often just to keep them up around here, because I love watching them. I would love to catch some of them too, actually. Shh. Hush, hush on that one. But I've got to get some fishing gear to do that, so you know, that won't be happening unless YouTube is really kind to me. And there's some little fish, they're little stripy ones, I don't know what they are, swimming across the surface from time to time. That'd be about an inch, maybe an inch and a half in length. But yeah, all these fish down here is really so cool and fascinating. I've got to work something out that I can film them underwater, because I definitely would like to get them on film, which I'm sure you can all understand. Thinking. How to do that and get them on film. Anyways, I'm starting to get sunburned standing out here, so I might just flip the camera back around and I'll get back under the tree here. Oh, I wish I had some fishing gear. I'd catch myself a dinner. Catch myself a supper. Those fish, they're so cool. But I'm really surprised they're around with such a bright sunshine. They probably, with such bright light, they probably wouldn't be feeding so much. But then who knows? Anyways, I'll get this other device running and we'll see what messages I've missed, because I'm sure there's probably quite a few messages that I've missed. I've sort of got a bit of shade coming here at the moment, which is a good thing. But of course, where there's shade, there's skeeters. And I've got to cook something during the week to get another cooking video up too, but it's sort of depending if we get some cool enough weather. Because, you know, if it's 80, 85 and above, I don't really feel like cooking much, you know, for obvious reasons. And I don't even feel like eating much either, to tell you the truth, when it's hot. Anyways, we'll get this other device up and running and we'll see what we've missed. Oh yes, I see what you mean. In the summer, you miss the snow for about 10 seconds. Yeah, it doesn't, Todd, Roundup Rodeo, it doesn't get that cold here. Just here, the coldest I've ever seen it is about just on 31, 32. And that was about twice in the winter. More often early mornings, and I'd sit out here doing live streams if it wasn't raining. It was more like 35 degrees or 40 degrees. So, you know, not that cold. And of course I'd happily sit out here at that temperature. If it's not raining, I sort of didn't mind at all. Who else do we have here at the moment? I'm thinking, do I want another cup of coffee or don't I? Or do I want a cup of iced coffee? But that would mean I've got to go and break a big container of ice up, because I just put like some water in a container and froze it, so I'd have to break that up. But iced coffee might be quite nice though. And of course, you know, being a Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon now, I'm definitely needing more coffee. Oh yes, so true, Todd, in Oklahoma. It gets cold here during the winter, but not like up north, yeah. But it doesn't get cold anywhere really in this country. You know, in the mountains there's snow all winter, but it's not very cold. It may sometimes get as low as about 20 or 25 degrees Fahrenheit, you know, in the mountains where it snows. But you know, some days, of course, there's snow cover. It might get as high as like 40 degrees. But of course, you know, there's often a fair bit of snow, so it sort of, you know, sits there. It's just a little bit melts off the top, I guess. But generally, you know, in the mountains, daytime temperatures, you're looking at about 30 degrees Fahrenheit. So, you know, not very cold at all, and it's a very wet and heavy snow. It's not a dry, powdery snow like what you're all familiar with. A wet snow, I guess, good for making a snowman out of, or making snowballs to throw at each other, but not so good for a lot of other things. And of course, you know, ice fishing and those wonderful things that I'd love to try are an unknown in this country. Because you know, none of your ponds or lakes ever freeze over. But anyways, that's what it is. So you know, hopes and dreams and fingers crossed that I can move to a place that suits me much better. We'll just see what this temperature's saying. It's feeling hot. So I'll just see what it's telling me. Oh, it's still on 82 degrees, but I am feeling hot. And especially when I was standing out there in the sun. And I should translate that for James and a few of our other viewers who use the metric system. So we'll just translate that. 27.778 degrees Celsius, so just under 28 degrees Celsius. That's why I'm starting to feel hot, yes. But, you know, anything over 85 and I really just melt. You know, just to put it bluntly. Oh, and anyone in blue, if you see these spam bots jumping in, please do block them from my channel. We don't sort of need them. And you know, they're not welcome here. So you know, if you see them, just get them with your hammer, so to speak. And you know, you're most welcome to hammer them off of here. And yeah, I don't need them ever back on my channel, so do smash them with the hammer. Who else do we have here still watching before I go and make myself another coffee? And I think I might have an iced coffee, I think. So, you know, I'll have to get this big block of ice that I froze up and smash it up a bit that I can use it. So yeah, while everybody's a bit quiet, I might just go and get myself another cup of coffee, and I'm needing the caffeine. And the way the weather's been, it's been so hot in the room that I haven't really slept very well either, because you know, it's sort of the old house holds the heat. I'm sort of needing caffeine just to function, and you know, more caffeine than normal. So I'm going to run up and get myself another cup, and I think I'll make myself a cup of iced coffee. So I'll be back down in a couple of minutes. And I just wrap that other device up because the sun's shining on it just a little bit and it heats up real quick. Well, being a black device in colour, it just really attracts the sunlight and heats it up really quickly. So I'll go and get myself another cup and I'll be back down. Oh, when you've got a big block of ice, you're trying to break it up. Anyways, back down here again, we'll see who's come on and what messages I've missed. And I'm going to have to get another big block of ice to freeze up down there too now. That's when I smashed it, sort of ice went everywhere. And I'll see who's come on, and then we'll have another look at the creek down here, because I know everybody likes to look at that. And yeah, having to wrap this device up so it doesn't get too hot with the sun shining on it. Oh yeah, paddleboarder went by. Oh, I missed him. Well, thanks James, and good night, and thanks so much for coming on. So who do we still have here watching? And we might have a bit of a flip around of the cameras in a minute and just see if there's anything else we can see down here at the creek. I'll probably then run another 15 minutes and then call it a day, as yeah, the sun's getting rather hot down here. And I don't much like getting sunburned for obvious reasons. It still says it's 82 here, but it does feel hotter than that. But anyways, we'll have a flip around to the cameras and see what we can see. Hopefully there's something of interest in the water, or on the water, and then we'll think about calling it a day. As you know, I don't really think much of you know, hot sun. So I just wrap this thing up that it doesn't sort of get too hot in the sun, and I'll have another mouthful of this coffee, and then we'll have a look down at the creek, run another 10 minutes, and then call it a day, make it a 2-hour live stream here. And I'm sort of waiting for some cooler weather, and I can cook and make another cooking video. So yeah, that sun, it's that sky, it's fairly blue. So it means that the UV rays out here would be really crazy. And yeah, we've still got a few fish down here, so that's fairly cool. And yeah, I'm trying to think of a way that I can set a camera up down here and maybe get some footage of them. Oh, there's the puffer fish that lives around here. I like to see him, but I don't want to catch him. But there's some other nice fish around here that, yeah, I'd love to catch up with. And there's a heap here where this water's rising up out on that mud bank here on the creek, so I wonder if they're feeding on something that lives in the mud. Don't know if you can see them in screen or not. But there's really quite a stack of them down here. Don't know if they're showing up in screen or not. But I do definitely like to watch them, yeah. So I'll give everybody just a look around here in the oh, there's that puffer fish. Don't know if he's showing up in camera. And yeah, that guy, I think he's probably about 10 inches long out here in this shallow. Although it is hard to tell when they're in the water, I know. But it is really, really fascinating to watch these ones. And yeah, a heap of smaller ones over the top here. Now they sort of look striped. So over the other side is the public walking trail, and 400 yards further back than that is the beach. And I dare say there's probably quite a few people out at the beach swimming. And with it being quite peoply out there, it's probably the worst or the last thing I can think of doing. I don't really like the beach when it's too peoply, to tell you the truth. But giving you all a good look around here. And we'll go back down and sit back down and we'll see who's on. And we'll run another 7 minutes and then we'll call it a day out here for today's live stream. And whether I come on tomorrow again, I don't know. I know I had been doing a Sunday evening live, so maybe I will, I don't know. But we'll flip the cameras back around and we'll go and sit down for a few minutes and see if I've missed any messages. I've got to get busy and make an anniversary video too. It's just on my 3-year anniversary of the first movie or first video that I uploaded, so I've got to do something with that as well. But yeah, we'll see who's come on and run another 5 or 6 minutes. And then we'll call it a day out here before the sun gets too hot. And before I get sunburnt out here. Well, that ice has melted already. I need to make some more ice to go into that. So, yeah, who do we have here? Before we call it a day. And yeah, with this sun brightening up, I don't want to sit here too much longer and get sunburnt. Definitely don't want to sit out here too much longer and get sunburnt. And, all of that. So just see if I've missed any messages or anything. Maybe I want to sit somewhere cool, maybe watch a few people's videos on Wishlist and whatnot. Yeah, this sun is definitely getting hot here, and I'm thinking, I don't want to melt, and I don't want to get sunburned. So everybody, if you haven't already, please do smash that thumbs up, and you know that helps my channel by telling YouTube people really want to watch my videos. Fingers crossed on that. But you know, definitely I do want some more views and more watch time and all of that. So please smash the thumbs up, and please do share my content out with all your family and friends as well, as hopefully we can get it out a lot more, and you know, get a lot more views and you know, a lot more followers on this channel and all of that. Just saying if I've missed anything here. Probably, but you know how it is. See what I've missed here. Probably always something I've missed. Of course, a big thank you as well to Troy Allen of KA, Florida, who did drop me a donation in my GoFundMe. That's really so appreciated. Also a big thank you to Tom of Eastern Woodsman for dropping by here. To Todd of Roundup Rodeo. We've had David May, a big thank you to David. Gail of Coupon Gail, or was it Gail Southern Living? One of your channels, Gail, for coming on. A big thank you to you also coming on. James Bell, a big thank you for coming on. I've got to think who else. I can't sort of see here at the moment with the way the sun's shining, so there's probably quite a few that I've missed, and I want to thank everybody who's come on. We've had My Scrappin' Mama, a big thank you for coming on. David May, I think I mentioned you. Coupon Gail. Outdoors with Big Matt, a big thank you to you for coming on. Just catching up with everybody. Sapphire Diamonds Pearls, a big thank you to you, Sapphire, for coming on. Beyond Prepping, a big thank you to you for coming on. And also everybody, please do keep Jocelyn of Hope for Life Walker in your thoughts, as you know, she's had some very sad news with the death of her sister. So please keep her in your thoughts and extend your sympathy to Jocelyn. for the sad passing of her sister. So yeah, we're getting ready just to call it a day out here before I melt with the sun. So who's here that would like to say a quick goodbye before I cut things off? And before I melt out here, because this sun's getting very hot, I need one of those big tent shelters that I could put a roof over me when the sun's like this. Actually, because yeah, I don't really want to get sunburnt, you know, and the way the sun is, and especially in this country, you can get sunburnt very, very, very quickly. So I'll cut it off in a couple of minutes. So yeah, quick to say a hello, goodbye before I cut it off and get indoors and under some shade. And out of this hot sunshine, that's there's not a cloud in the sky and it's rather sunburny. And oh my goodness, you know, usually I talk about my coffee getting cold, but my coffee's getting hot out here, so that's definitely telling me a message. I should, you know, call it a day and get inside and get out of the sun. Oh, Moon over Miami, great to see you. Yeah, I'm about to nix this live stream and call it a day out here, as you know, this weather is just rather hot and ridiculous, and the sun's getting hotter. I don't like summertime very much, to tell you the truth. Oh yep, just got home from work. Yeah, well, I'll cut this live stream and I'll remind everybody, if you haven't already, smash that thumbs up, and that helps my channel. And yeah, well, I think we'll call it a day out here before I get sunburned. And we did have a few interesting looks at the creek, and we could see a few fish in the water, and they were coming up. And I don't have a GoPro, which I'd love to have one, so I was sort of trying to think of a way that I could film those fish in the water. These devices I have are waterproof, but they speak of only being waterproof in fresh water and up to 30 minutes, and you know, no deeper than 3 feet in depth. So you know, I'm thinking, how can I get some you know, footage from in the water? I'm thinking about that, because I'd love to get some film of those fish that's swimming around in the water. They're just so cool. So I don't know if I seal a device in a glass cooking container and submerge it on a bit of string with some duct tape or something. I don't know. I want to get some footage of those fish. They're just so cool. Anyways, I think we'll call it a day out here before we melt. Thank you, Moon. Thank you so much for doing that. Everyone with a hammer, where you take care of those, that's much appreciated. There's been a lot of those popping up lately, and I sort of had this set up as open comment today. I'd forgot to set it to subscriber only, and yeah, they've been popping up every so often. So yeah, giving that one a hit with your hammer or a good hit with your wrench is much appreciated. So yeah, I think I might just end this one before I get sunburned out here. Do you want a quick look at the creek though before I end it? I might just give you a look and see if I can get those fish for you. Moon, you're probably interested to see them, so I might just flip the cameras around and have a quick look down there and see if they're still around, because I know everybody likes to see them. Oh, Hope Alive. Hi there, Hope. Yeah, great to see you. Oh, it's so dang hot out here. Too hot. We're going to have a look at the creek though. Because there's been fish swimming around. I think everybody would like to see them who are still here, and then going to call it a day as I'm getting sunburned out here and I'm starting to melt. But now, knowing our luck, there's probably... Oh, there's still some around, but I don't know if they're showing up here. It's hard to say, and the way the sun's shining. There's one guy of about 10 inches long. And I'm just thinking, how could I set something up in the water to film? I mean, these devices say they're waterproof, but you know, they're only rated, what is it, the N98 or whatever they call it, up to 3 foot in depth, fresh water, and up to 30 minutes. So I'm not really game just to plunk a phone directly in the water to get some fish footage, and I'm just thinking how I could get some footage of these fish in the water, because that would really look so cool and would make a really cool video. Yeah, waterproof cases, yeah, but I can't afford those. That's the thing. You know, if I was one of those rich people, I'd have GoPros and waterproof cases and all sorts of stuff, and be able to get all sorts of great footage. But yeah, unfortunately, I can't. And I'm just wondering, maybe one of my glass food containers, a Ziploc baggie. I know the plastic probably would you know, not really that good to film through. Santa doesn't come to me, Moon. Santa's on my naughty list, to tell you the truth, and next Christmas his reindeer are going to be on my grill. Santa never leaves me anything, so Santa, I've got my eye on you, my friend. And Rudolph or Dancer or Prancer or whoever are got a date booked on my grill, or a date a date booked on my cast iron pan or oven. Wow, those fish, they're so cool though. Anyways, we'll flip the camera around, we'll see who's on, and then we'll end this before I get burnt to a cinder. A cinder, that's quite kind of ironic because yeah, I was called their Cinderella when I was growing up, when I was a little girl, so yeah, it's quite ironic. Hope for Life, Jocelyn knows the story. And I did give a shout out to Jocelyn, so if you've just come on, please do extend your thoughts and sympathy to Jocelyn in this very, very tough time for her. I believe it was New Year's Eve when her sister passed away, so please just keep Jocelyn in your thoughts and you know, give her plenty of sympathy and you know, just remember the tough time that she's going through. I'll just catch this and then we'll get all these catch up with what messages we've got here. And yeah, there's been a few trolls. Yeah, I understand, Hope. I can almost see up my dress. Well, there's not a lot to see. Hope you'll laugh because I've got bike shorts on under that. So you know, anybody who's you know, we could say no for that one. You know, sitting down like this, or on a seat like this, it's best just to, you know, be safe. Yeah. Plenty of those, so you know, anybody with a wrench can really hammer those and block those from the channel. Yeah, that's a good idea, Hope. Yeah, I won't sort of say too much publicly, but yeah, thumbs up on that one, Hope, and yeah, hound that one right to the ground. And you know, when they start speaking of setting up a cremation, you know, really quickly, that's sort of it's a few red flags, I think. I'm sorry, I wasn't saying those. Well, yeah, it gives you all a giggle, I guess. Isn't that what bike shorts were invented for? You know, sudden gusts of wind and that sort of thing. Yeah, message hit me up on Messenger with that one. Yeah, yeah, hit me up on Messenger with that because yeah, you know, I've sort of probably like you and you know, thinking the age that your sister was, and it's just a few red flags. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go back indoors and get out of this sun before I get burnt to a crisp. And I've sort of sat out here long enough, and the shade that I was under with this tree is sort of about disappeared. So I'm going to have to get inside and get out of the sun. And I think what we've been running 2 hours and 16, so we might just call it a day here before I get sunburnt. And I've got to charge this little device up and think of some way that I can film underwater, because those fish would be just such cool footage. So I'm going to end this one here. Goodbye, God bless, and until next time, bye bye.